Hi everyone, my name is Saumya Devrani and currently I'm pursuing my bachelor's in French from Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. So I have been in touch with this beautiful language for over 9 years now, having done 6 years in school, and for 1 year I took private tuitions, and now I'll be completing my second year from JNU. So if I have to talk about my journey so far or how I got into this field, I think I would have to go back to my school days. From a young age, I knew that I was inclined, I was fascinated with French and that I wouldn't leave it anytime soon. But I think the major confidence booster in my life was when I was in the 10th standard. So I had just given my final exams, and we were all waiting for our results. And back then we had the CGPA system where we weren't shown our exam papers, we weren't told our marks. But I remember that my French teacher from school, she personally texted me on WhatsApp saying that Saumya, you scored full marks, you got 90 on 90. I was extremely happy, but at the same time, out of curiosity, I just texted her back asking that, ma'am, what about the others? To which she just replied, she just said, no one can beat you, Saumya. And that one line was so encouraging, was so motivating for me, because until the middle school, I was a really shy girl. I was really underconfident. I didn't ask much questions in front of my classmates because I always had the fear of getting judged. I didn't participate much in co-curricular activities. But everything changed after the 10th standard. I started focusing on myself. I started giving my time to things that really mattered to me and that really made me happy. And eventually it all paid off. I was the school topper for the year 2018. So my aggregate was 99%. And I was also the rank holder at the district level. And I think one more incident in my life that shaped me into who I am as a person today comes from college. So JNU is a fabulous place. We have the best faculty in the field of languages in India. So I still remember the first day when I entered into the class, and the first day I met my professors. I was so happy, and at the same time I was totally perplexed, because the way they spoke, the way they talked to us, it was so encouraging, but at the same time it was really demotivating for me. I became underconfident once again, because again I started questioning myself that will I ever be able to achieve that level of success, will I ever be able to speak that fluently. And I think for the first 2 or 3 months I was really timid. I didn't talk much because I always had the fear. There were things going on in my mind like, should I just give up or should I continue? But I think everything became much more clear by the time my first semester was over. So it was the time of winter vacations and my results were announced. So in JNU we grade people out of a 9-pointer. That is, 9-pointer is the equivalent of 10-pointer for any other college or university. And we still display results on the notice board. Like, we don't have an online portal or anything like that for it. And we were all back home. So one of my friends who was staying on the campus, he sent a photo of the result on our WhatsApp group. And I was just scrolling through names and I came across mine. It said Saumya Devrani 9-pointer. And I knew that yes, it was a bit unusual for students to get full marks or for like a full pointer, perfect 9, because you don't generally expect people to get full marks in languages. But I thought that maybe it wasn't such a big deal. But I think I was clearly wrong, because by the time I came into the second year, many people, especially my seniors, they started acknowledging me. They started talking to me. They said that, oh, you are the one who scored 9-pointer. We were so excited to know who was this person who scored 9 and all. So that was again a moment where I became confident once more, when I started realizing my worth, that if I set my mind to something, then I can do wonders. And I haven't looked back since then, and I know that I won't in the future. So these are the two particular incidents that really keep me motivated, that really push me to become the better version of myself. Of course, there are times when I become really annoyed, frustrated, and I just throw away my books and I just binge watch Netflix for 1 or 2 weeks straight. I don't even pick up my books during that time, because once again I start questioning myself that should I give up or should I continue. But in the end, I remember that life goes on. It won't stop for you. It is you who has to keep on, who has to keep moving. So I pick up my books again, I start afresh, and I do better the next time, I do better the second time. So I cannot really cite a particular example of my failure or a struggle, because there have been many and there will always be many failures. But I think you're allowed to make mistakes, and it is important to make mistakes, because if I hadn't made any mistakes, then I wouldn't have learned anything new. And now if I have to talk about my goals or my aspirations, to be honest, I really don't know how I will proceed, because I'm not really sure, because there are some vague ideas in my mind. Like, sometimes I feel that I would deliver better as a professor or as a lecturer, and I think I'm more inclined towards that field, in the academic field. But there are times when I feel that no, maybe I should work, maybe I should go into the corporate industry and work as a translator, or maybe I should work in the travel and tourism industry. I feel that I'll get a bit more clear, I'll get clarity by the time I finish my third year. So I'm just giving time to myself. I'm focusing on both the aspects. I'm thinking of the pros and cons of both the things, and I think in the next 7-8 months I'll be clear. But I think I want to tell all the people out there, all the undergraduates or the students who have just completed that graduation, that it's okay, it's completely normal to feel completely clueless sometimes. Just give time to yourself. I know the times are tough, everyone is a bit discouraged right now, but I think it is a very good opportunity to introspect, to think about yourself, to think about your achievements and how you want to proceed. I know that yes, I cannot clearly say that where I see myself in 5 or 10 years, because I'm not quite sure about that, but there are many people like me, and it's okay. It's completely normal, because you're only human. Take time, focus on what makes you happy. That is what I have been learning from Modlingua. Modlingua, I would like to thank Modlingua and Ravi sir, where I have been working as a summer intern for the past 2 months, and I have learned a lot. Extremely, it is a wonderful platform, because I know if it weren't for Modlingua, I wouldn't be here uploading a video talking about my achievements or my failures and my aspirations and uploading it on YouTube. Also, I wouldn't be conducting online webinars on topics that I had very little knowledge about. But I think I would like to sincerely express my gratitude to Ravi sir, who has always motivated us to become the best version of ourselves. And I would totally recommend this internship and this platform to my peers and my juniors, because we know that in the field of languages we don't have much opportunities, especially for graduate students. But I think that we should really get in touch with this channel, because I've learned a lot, and I'm sure that it will help me in my future career. So thank you.